Hello Internet, I'm Casscat and I'm at least 40% human. I'm sorry I haven't video vlogged in a while. It's just I've been busy the last few weeks. I haven't been well and I've been going to concerts and stuff. But I'm back. I might talk a bit about concerts I've been to this year, since I've been to a few lately. In January, I went to see my favourite band as a supporting act. I went to see Short Stack. They were supporting the Vamps, and I got to see Mosquito Fall. And it was really good. And it was the second concert I've ever been to by myself. And I got seating, which was great. But I was really glad to have seen that concert, and I went alone because nobody that I knew was interested in going with me. But I got guts and was like, you know what, I want to see them, so I'll see them. And then more recently, I went to Soundwave both days. I got sick because of it, but it was very amazing. I went to last year's Soundwave. And it was my first Soundwave, and I got to see so many bands. And I saw Green Day and a lot of bands that I had loved and I wanted to see live, but I didn't have the money to go to a Soundwave or things like that, or I'd been scared to go alone. But last year I went to my first Soundwave, and this year was my second one, and I went both days, and it was amazing. I saw a lot of bands that, again, that I wanted to see. Tonight Alive, they were amazing live. I got to see All Time Low, one of my first pop punk bands that I got into, and they were so good and so funny. And I got to hear my favourite songs by them, which was just so good. I got to see Escape the Fate, one of my first, they're not exactly heavy, but one of the heavier bands I got into when I was younger. It was so good seeing them live and hearing my favourite song, Gorgeous Nightmare, played live. It was so good. I was so happy I could finally see Escape the Fate live. And then I followed the night by Fall Out Boy, the one band that really I wanted to see. They were so good, hearing Centuries and a lot of my favourite songs played live, and hearing Pete growl, I didn't know Pete could do that, and it was just a shock to everybody that I know that Pete could growl, but it was amazing. It was so good. Despite I didn't get home until after 12 that night, after leaving home early, but it was so amazing that day. And then the second day was really good. It was a really relaxed day. Like, it wasn't as busy, and you didn't have as many like younger teens, which is so good. I went to see Area 7's last show. My boyfriend got to caught one of their t-shirts that they were throwing. But they were so good, and singing along with everybody to Nobody Likes a Bogan and Second Class Citizen. It was great. I was worried that originally Area 7 was clashing with Patent Pending, but after a little rescheduling, Patent Pending started later. So I got to see Patent Pending and hearing Hey Mario and Brighter and all of these amazing songs, and they were such lovely people. They were pretty funny, and they were just great, and I was so glad I could see Patent Pending. And then I got to see Steel Panther, and of course you couldn't expect anything besides boobs at Steel Panther, but I was quite shocked at seeing so many. They were so good, and they were so funny, and just They embody a lot of like 80s rock, which is brilliant because I love 80s rock. I loved hearing them, and they were just so hilarious and so good. So I was so glad I could see them. And then I got to see Icon for Hire. Ariel, the lead singer, I've bought a corset from her and a belt from her Etsy page, and she was so lovely in person. Since she came out to meet her fans, I got to meet her and I got a photo with her, and she was just so lovely. She was so down to earth, and she's so cute and bubbly. It was amazing meeting someone that you look up to for style inspiration, who does a lot of videos about being yourself. And seeing her and meeting her and finding out she's exactly like you thought, it was so good. And then, despite not being able to see My Chemical Romance when they were together, I got to see Gerard Way, and he was pretty good. Hearing Brother and No Shows and Action Cat was great. I was worried about not liking him, but he was brilliant, and he was still so sassy, telling the crowd to fan himself because he's so hot. Yeah. And then I saw Faith No More. I like some of their songs, so we got to see them. We didn't want to stay for the whole set, but I got to see them, and they were so good. They were great. Hearing Easy, so I was so glad. And Epic, it was so good to hear a band that I didn't realize that Faith No More wrote it until recently. A couple of days before Soundwave, actually. And then the week after, I went to see Rise Against and the Foo Fighters. I had liked Rise Against, and I liked Foo Fighters, but I wouldn't classify myself as a huge fan. But seeing them live has converted me, you could say. Seeing Foo Fighters, they played an amazing and a long show. It wasn't like you got what you paid for. And we were in the seats, and we had some fantastic seats. But it was so good seeing Foo Fighters and Rise Against. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next Soundwave and excitement. And I really hope Hailstorm and Pretty Reckless come soon. To Soundwave, that would be amazing. But, you never know. There's plenty of rumors. But, yeah, that was just what I've done the last few weeks and why I haven't been filming and why I've been sick. But, I will try and film more. So, yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you, everybody. Oh yeah, and I got a turtle. His name is Link. Maybe one day, one video he can be in, but he didn't want to be in this video. He's very tiny and shy. But yeah, I love you all, and I will talk to you next video.